Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome to a sip and share. It's been a while since I've drank coffee and shared something with you. No, this isn't actually really a sip and share. This is what I got for Christmas. I almost said what I got somebody else for Christmas, but no, this is what I got for Christmas. That's so exciting. Last year, you guys requested that I do this video, and I did, and you guys liked it, and I thought it was fun because I never really share what I get for Christmas. And so we're gonna do it this year again. And let me just start by saying I probably forgot some things because Christmas is already completely put away at my house. I decorate crazy early, as you guys know. If you're new, then maybe you joined us a little midway through my Christmas season. I say my Christmas season because it's longer than everybody else's. But we put up the Christmas tree in October this year, the end of October, like the week before Halloween, just because 2020 was a show, let's be honest. But normally, traditionally, we put up the tree on November 1st every single year. We just did it earlier this year because it's crazy. I'm sorry you can see all the dust floating around. My house is beautifully lit with natural light. It is so bright and lovely. I have no lights on. I'm not using my ring light or anything like that today. But the downside is you can see all the little dust floaties because I have animals and you can just never keep up with the amount of dust. Not to mention that I don't dust very often. Let's be honest here, I don't like dusting. I don't care to do it very often. So I'm drinking my second coffee of the day, which is not very normal for me. But I found this week between Christmas and New Year's, I have been enjoying a second cup of coffee. So it's a little luxury I'm allowing for a week. I'm not one of those people that's addicted to coffee, so it's very easy for me to just drink none at all, or 2 cups, or 1 cup, or anything. So I'm very fortunate in that regard, but I've borrowed my daughter's mug, which is this cute little fox cup. I've written a list of the things that I remember. Since I've already put everything away, well, I try to keep a pile out, but since I've already put away so much and Christmas is packed up in our house, oh, like I said, I didn't finish that story. So I put up Christmas really early and then we take it down like Boxing Day or the day after, which was so we took it down the 27th this year. But it always comes down before New Year's because I like to start the new year very fresh, very clean, very crisp. Clean house, new adventures, onwards and upwards. But there are some things that, like when I redo this list, you'll understand why I've put them away already and just didn't want them lying around. But there are some things that Cody and I got together from family and stuff that are on this list that I will, and some things that I'm just currently using in other zones of the house that I didn't want to just lug up here because it wasn't necessary. So I do have a nice pile of stuff to show you though, physically here, and then I'll also share in between bits of this list, but I will stop talking at you so much and I will just get on with it because I'm bad for that. One of the gifts that I got myself for Christmas, because my husband and I, we get each other things. Sometimes we get each other everything. Sometimes, most of the time, we shop for ourselves. We're like, here, let's allot this budget for each of us. Buy yourself Christmas presents, because that way there's guaranteed nothing's going to get wasted and it's not a waste of money, because I hate waste. I hate wasting money and I hate wasting items. I hate having junk. Everything in our home, that was about to be a lie. I like to keep things in our home that are useful or loved, and the stuff that is not useful or loved goes away, with the exception of some collection of things. Like I like books, so I have a lot of books around the house, but I reread them and that's fine. And Cody collects things and everybody has their little things, but for the most part, I don't like anything in our home that is not used regularly or loved. Otherwise, it goes. Because I like aesthetic clutter. I don't like real clutter. Let me explain that for a second. By aesthetic clutter, I just mean I like kind of a vintage, cottagey, weird. I have a very weird style for home decor. I'm aware of that. So I like clutter like this up above me on that shelf where things are together, but it's organized clutter. It's aesthetic clutter. I don't like real clutter. Anyhow, nobody cares about these things. Why do I go on about them? But one of the gifts I got myself was what you guys are standing on. You can't see it. I will show you at the end of the video. I will just flip when I dismount you, I'll show you. But I got myself a new vlogging rig. So I vlog daily on like this thing. Can't speak today. My sound boom is on this camera right now, so it picks up better sound, which I should totally turn that around. Hold on, it is facing the wrong way. Much better. I had decided to shift things around and I forgot to shift the boom with it right before I started recording. So normally I vlog on this thing, which is a tripod stand, but it's also a stabilizer. And I have a boom that goes on top of it so that you guys can hear me better. It produces better sound, less wind, blah, blah, blah. I got this for myself like last year. Love it, so in love with it, but it doesn't extend. This is the extent of it. I needed something tripod-y, and I haven't had a tripod that works in years. I bought myself one years ago when I started vlogging. It broke, it was cheap. I got myself this lovely like 5 level tripod, so you guys are on level like, I don't know, 4, but it can keep going up. And I will show you, let's just get right into it, I guess. With it comes this lovely ring light. So I currently have my boom plugged into where this ring light can go, but this house has beautiful, beautiful light and so many lovely filming spots that I just haven't been able to film in because I don't have anywhere to set the camera. So this resolves that problem. So look forward to some more aesthetically pleasing videos, hopefully. Probably not that good. Don't get your hopes up for anything spectacular because this is me and I don't care that much. This way, since I film a lot at night, because a lot of the times that's when I have time, YouTube is not my only job. I have kids, you know, parents, you understand. Things happen at night. So obviously the light's not so good, so I wanted something to help with the quality of the videos at night and thus encourage me to film much more often so that I can keep giving you guys videos and not taking giant week or 2 long breaks. Basically, there is a theme of my gifts. Some of them are just for fun, but a lot of them are kind of like self-improvement and like I'm a real go-getter come New Year. Like throughout the whole, like New Year just launches me into the next year. I don't know, I just like clear out all the old and I'm like, let's go. And 2020 really put a damper in a lot of my adventure plans and everything like everybody else. So this year I feel like I'm just that much higher. I'm that much more ready. So I really wanted gifts that reflected some of the goals I have in the new year and some of the things I want to accomplish. So you will see that in there, one of them thusly being be a better YouTuber. That was far too long-winded, I apologize. What shall I show you next? Let's show you things I can show you one-handed. So I've actually cracked into this. I love reading. I'm a huge reader. I feel like I didn't read enough in 2020. It was a really busy year for us though. We moved in the summer, so like we thought we were moving, we were packing, and then we didn't move, and then we were house hunting, and then we moved, really surprisingly, and then I started working 3 jobs. And it got really intense. So there wasn't a lot of time to read, but I am very excited to be scaling back a little bit in a way this year in the new year. I'm definitely going to be not being that busy because that is insane. So one of my things is I want to read more because I love reading. I am a fiction reader. I do like a good biography now and then if it's somebody I admire, or like some of my favorite books have been biographies, but I really have to want to read them. For the most part, I like fluff that can take my brain on a break for a minute. So I like fantasy and I really do like young adult. I will forever read young adult. I said fantasy, I meant fiction, but also I'm pretty heavy into like fantasy stuff too because it's fun. But anyway, guys, you can tell I haven't seen people in a long time. I'm just so talky and I apologize, but whatever. Hope you have a coffee or something. So this book, Circe, amazing. I'm already almost halfway through it. So I got myself this for Christmas and it's very popular. This was talked about a lot last year as like, obviously it's a #1 New York Times bestseller. But this is amazing and it's funny because I'm a homeschool mom and we just finished, my oldest and I just finished right before Christmas, a huge unit on Greek mythology. And this is a Greek mythology based book. However, it's witchy. It's like Greek mythology meets witch, and like it's so good. I am in love with this book. I'm loving every page. It's a real page turner, which I really appreciate because I need something that's going to want me hungry to come back to it every night. So this has been living on my nightstand, and I've been having many a baths with this book because that's what I do. Take 2-hour baths and read books. So I'm really enjoying this. I will, if you guys want me to do like a book, I've done a couple videos where I reviewed some of the books I've read. If you guys want me to do an updated one about like a lot of the books that I've read, quite a few books, like not as many as normal, but still it's a good chunk, and talk to you guys about some of the books I'm reading, what's on my maybe to read pile, because I like do have a pretty large like read me pile and a pretty decent size like have read pile. So if you guys want me to do a video on books, please let me know in the comments below. But this is something I got myself. Something else, I got myself a few clothing pieces just because I like that. Like I said, I'm just putting my love and my attention back into myself this year for a lot of reasons. One, because I just haven't, and hi, thank you. My dog just entered the room via my child. Come here. Anyway, long story short, I need to put myself back on one of the front burners, and I'm back to my exercises and my yoga practice and everything, and I just really wanted things that would, I just wanted some nice things to help me along with like things I would enjoy putting on and things I would enjoy using, because fitness and yoga are huge parts of my life, and I've really neglected those parts of my life the past like year or 2 years, and it's left a hole in me, and I need to not have that hole anymore. So that was a dramatic way of saying that I got myself some clothes to reflect that. I got myself some sports bras. Hold on. Got these on Amazon. They're a pack of 3. If you want to see anything, maybe I'll just link a lot of these things in the description below under like products from the vlog, I think is what I've titled that section. If you're confused about like affiliate links or whatever, some of these will be affiliate just because I'm affiliated with Amazon, not the actual, like I paid for all of these things myself just to like prevent any confusion, but it's just because I'm linking you to Amazon, you know what I mean? So anyway, I got myself this pack of sports bras. I like them because they have like that breathable net mesh stuff, but they're strong and sturdy. But I like that these are long. Like look how thick the band is. So I'm wearing one right now. This is a pack of 3. I'm absolutely in love with them. And like, hold on, my band is curled up a little bit, but I don't know if you can see me from like, let's all stare at my boobs for a second. I don't know if you can see me, but like my band goes to like right here at the bottom, which is nice because my pants come up to my belly button, and then I just have this like nice little, like I feel very covered where I can just wear this to work out and just like rip it, which is like so easy. And what I love clothes that I can just like wear my day clothes, rip off those, and be wearing something I can work out in or practice yoga in because I have 20 minutes to myself or something. But I also just love how supportive and cozy they are. But anyway, I got myself some bras. I don't need to talk about that for very long. But the other thing I got myself was some new yoga leggings because I don't remember the last time I bought myself leggings. Honestly, I've been wearing, I saw this many years ago, from 7 years ago, I had the same leggings that I have been still wearing. And I'm like, wow, those are really falling apart. And a lot of my leggings are see-through. And honestly, and I should stop swearing. They're bad. And they're like not great anymore. So I wanted some good quality leggings so I could work out and wear them out to the grocery store and something and not feel like the whole world can see what color and design underwear I'm wearing today. And there was another criteria, and that was pockets. I wanted to find leggings pockets because I'm always putting on leggings and then there's nowhere to stick my phone because I'm not the kind of person that likes to bring my whole purse into a grocery store. I literally grab my phone and like my wallet or pull out my card or whatever I'm using or needing and just like put them in my pocket because I don't like carrying a bunch of stuff. I don't like having to put my purse in like a shopping cart or something. I don't know, that's unnecessary information. But anyway, I found myself these leggings and they're fantastic. They are my new favorite leggings. Of course, I don't have any in this pile because I've worn them and I'm wearing them. So I got myself 2 pairs. I got myself a black pair that are in the wash right now. And then this pair that I'm wearing. So I got myself, yeah, the black pair. And then this like, you guys get to see my butt. No, not really. This like slate gray pair. And they're so nice. And they tuck everything in. But the best thing is they have these giant pockets. Like my whole hand can fit in there. So they have a really snug waistband. And this is the other thing. They are true to size, so buy the size you are if you purchase these leggings. I'm really tall. I'm 5'10", and these fit all the way down, can you see, to my ankles with some room. And they stay high-waisted, and they don't move around. All right there, little hairball, you okay? Which is super important. When you're doing squats or you're doing a yoga pose, you don't want your top band to just flop and flip down, and it's super uncomfortable to constantly having to be readjusting your pants. But these I have not had the issue in. I've worked out in them. I've done yoga in them. They're amazing. Highly recommend. They're also super cozy just to wear. And I feel like you can't really see my underwear any more than you could ever in a pair of leggings because leggings are skin tight. But they're very forgiving and they're very flattering. And I really, really like these. Like I said, make sure you get your size because these could feel big. They look like they are made for a toddler when you pull them out of the package, but they are so stretchy that if you were to get a size up, they might slide around. I don't know. Like I said, I'm 5'10", I'm wearing a medium. They fit me like perfectly. So yeah, if you are interested in new leggings, I just wanted to mention the sizing because it's always confusing when you're like reading reviews and trying to figure out what size. I need to stop talking so much. This video is gonna be 8 years long, I'm sorry. Let's show you guys what my husband got me for Christmas. So my husband and I, we gave ourselves a budget to shop for ourselves, and then we gave ourselves a smaller budget to buy a surprise gift for one another. With my budget for him, I bought him a couple of things. I'll show you in the end of this video because usually I combine like what my husband got too, but my husband got an entire new gaming system. He got a new gaming PC, he got new monitors, he got a new desk, he got a new gaming keyboard, a new gaming mouse, a new wireless headphones, headphone stand, blah, 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 like all the stuff. So I got, plus a couple of other things, but what I got him like a robe, like a satin robe that he's always wanted one because I have one and he's always jealous. So I got him a very extra red dragon satin robe because it's hilarious and now we can wear our robes together and it's fantastic. I also got him like some computer accessories, like for like cleaning his computer out, like slime for your computer basically, and some LED strips to go in the back of his monitors to light up. And I also got him a wireless charging station for his headphones and his phone. So like his headphones hang on the top and his phone just can go on the stand on the bottom and it'll charge everything. And that is what I got him. And then for me, he's such a sweetheart. He bought me this wonderful, lovely bottle of whiskey. So normally I don't talk a lot about alcohol. I'm not a huge drinker. I literally didn't drink until like a year or two ago. I don't know how much I'm allowed to even talk about this on YouTube. I don't know what the rules are for things like this, but I think whatever, it's fine. This is just a gift. So I drink scotch and I didn't drink anything before and I'm not into mixed drinks or anything like that. I'm a scotch girl, I'm a whiskey girl, and I specifically like Highland Scotch, Highland single malt scotch whiskey. And it is aged 12 years and it is beautiful and delicious and I was so happy. And he knows me well because here's the thing. This is expensive and like I said, I'm not a big drinker, but I enjoy a glass of whiskey now and then. Like if I'm going to drink, I will have a glass of whiskey, which cracks people up. I don't know why. They just like don't see it coming, I think, with me. I don't know. It's weird, but whiskey is very expensive and good scotch is very expensive. And it's one of those things where it's like, that is a large chunk of money. I don't ever want to buy myself a new bottle. So he was so sweet, and he doesn't drink, and he did a ton of research. Some people that he works with are like big whiskey guys. One of them is like an ex-bartender. One of them is from Scotland. So he like met with them and was like, told them like what I like and what I don't like in a scotch, and he like picked out this beautiful bottle for me. And I just appreciate, that was such an act of love from him, something I will enjoy, something I would like really resist getting myself, because I don't like to buy myself expensive things. And it's just like something that's such a sweet move on his part. He knew, I don't know, he's just such a sweetheart. So much thought went into just, I know it's just a bottle of scotch, but it's not. So much thought went into that, especially when you know he doesn't drink and he doesn't like know anything about scotch. And it was just such a beautiful act of kindness and of giving. And so I really, really appreciate this gift that he got me, and I love it. It is so good. This one is perfect. He literally like hit all the checks for me, and he's such a sweetheart. Let's show you something else. So I also, when I'm not in yoga clothes and workout clothes, I like to wear dresses. My style shifts a little bit. I feel like I'm still trying to find my adult style, but at the same time I already found it. I'm just trying to like tweak it, and I'm trying to actually wear it more often. So the problem with me is always I'm like, oh, I want to work out. I don't know when I'm going to work out, so I'm just going to wear grungy workout clothes, yoga clothes, and then that's all I wear all day. And I get stuck in that rut. I'm also like a huge vintage person. I really like 50s, 40s kind of style. So I have a lot of kind of like pin-up-y things in my closet. I don't know if you saw that coming. I don't know if you knew that about me, but that's like another weird thing. I'm all over the board. But for casual wearing, which I do wear like my 50s, 40s kind of inspired dresses casually as well. But I really like, in the winter, I love to wear dresses. I'm in Canada, winter is cold, but I do like to wear a very long maxi summer dress paired with like a nice cozy sweater. And I have a lot of like thick winter tights, not leggings, but like dress tights. And, you know, a pair of runners or a nice like chunky boot or something like that. I like that. And then I like that it can just adjust into summer. I don't know, I like the bold prints with the like blocky sweaters. Maybe it sounds awful, but like there's a vision in my head and I like it. So I got myself this dress, and it's hard to see. You can see the pattern though. It's very pretty. Very floral, very bold. And it's very, very like weightless. Like it's not thick, which I like. And this is a wraparound dress, so I can change the style to suit me. So it's got like these ties, so you can, you know, style it up so it's got a nice slit down there. And this is nice and long, which is perfect. Like I love this and like a sweater on a cool day with a pair of tights and like some Converse or something. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Do you understand my style? But anyway, I saw this and I loved it. And buying dresses online is always sketchy, but I've had really, really wonderful luck. And again, I have lucked out, so I will definitely be going back to purchase another one of these. This one is one of those, but when in a dress like this, especially since it's a wrap dress, I grabbed a large because I can tie it to how I want it, but then I'm guaranteed the length I need. So that is another thing I bought for myself. Something else I got for Christmas. The next thing, you might notice my hair is done this way. I'm still like getting used to doing it and how I want to sit. So if it looks funny, it's just like, bear with me. If it looks excellent, then awesome. But I got myself this because everybody's using these and they looked intriguing. This like 3-barreled curling iron waver. My hair is naturally curly, very curly and very wavy, but I'm not going to lie to you. The curly girl method has been exhausting. And sometimes I'm like, oh, doing the curly girl method and I have beautiful ringlets and it's lovely, but it is very tedious and time consuming. And sometimes I just don't want to. And I feel like lately I've been looking like a bum and I've just like thrown my hair up and not cared because I just don't have the time, or I don't want to spend the time. Like, my time is precious. I don't want to spend all of it doing my hair. And because I have naturally, like my hair, I'm really lucky. My hair can go curly, it can go wavy, it can go straight for a little bit. But this was like the perfect product for my hair type because my hair naturally sits like this a lot of the time. I just have a lot of frizz in the winter and I'm in the middle of like transitioning my hair. I'll talk more about that in another video. But anyway, this is like a 3-barreled curling iron. So there's 2 here and there's 1 here. And then there's these like wavy things that sit on top of it. And I'm sure you've seen these in 3 million videos. I got this on Amazon. I will link the one I bought. It comes with a glove, but I don't use it. But it works so well. So you just like section your hair out into like, I don't know, 4-inch sections maybe. And you like just hold it for a couple seconds and then you just move down your hair. And it's so easy. And the thing I love about it is because it makes you look like you've done something with your hair, which is awesome. I have really thick hair and this takes me 15 minutes to do my whole head, which is fantastic because that is difficult to accomplish. And the thing I love about it most is that I can do my hair and like on wash day or whatever, or the day after, let it dry, do my hair, and then it's good for 3 or 4 days until my next wash day. And I really appreciate, like I could touch up spots, but it gets rid of the frizz. So it just doesn't look, well, some of the frizz, it just doesn't look as messy. It just helps me feel a little more put together, like I did something, and it's very minimal effort, and this will last in my hair for a long time. I mean, like it'll fall a little bit, or it'll like I braid my hair at night to sleep and stuff because it's too long, and yada yada. I really like this curling iron. This waver, I think it works, and I've seen it work in so many different hair types, and there's so many things you could do with it. Like I kind of like the glam Hollywood wave, but also like beachy. It can do both, and I really enjoy that. So that is something I gifted myself, and I'm so happy for, because I was like, maybe I'll get this, maybe I won't. It was definitely a good call. I'm very happy I got it for myself. Something else I got myself for Christmas was definitely something I wanted to pick out. So I'm a big journaler. I have always journaled. I doodle journal. I have a hashtag on Instagram where I should really start doing that again, where like I share some of the pages in my doodle journal. My journal is like a mix of bullet journaling, real journaling, and like just drawings. I finally filled up my old journal, and well, it's like very close to being full, so it was finally time for a new journal. I keep a journal for a really long time. I try and journal every day, but anyway, it's just like a really important thing in my life. It makes a big difference for my mental health and just for having some me time. So having a really good quality journal is incredibly important to me because it's something that I will keep forever. And I keep my old journals, I collect them, especially my doodle journals. They last me a really long time, and it's something of a time capsule for me. I document my life, I like talk about personal things, I talk about struggles, I talk about triumphs, I talk about hopes and dreams and everything, and I do a lot of like art and stuff in them. So I got this really beautiful journal for myself. It's like a traveler's journal. It looks like this, and it wraps around, and then inside are these like sewn in pages on recycled paper, which I'm in love with. I really hesitate about the materials I use. You guys who know me know that I'm like really big on good quality items, but this is something that I can reuse this cover forever if I want, or I can just like keep this journal in there because there's like little booklets basically sewn in, and you can rethread it yourself and just add more pages if you like. I don't know if I'll do that because the way it's sewn is really intricate, and I don't know if I want to really mess with that and try and replicate that. I decided to go with blank pages so that I can draw as well as write, and I just plan to fill this up with a bunch of stuff. Sometimes like I watercolor in here. I do everything in my journal. My journal is very, very sacred to me and very precious, and it's something that like I'm going to keep in a keepsake box, and like, you know, my kids will probably read them one day and get to know me a little bit that way and kind of see what it was like for me to raise them, and you know, just what my life was like. And so having a really good quality journal that can stand the test of time is incredibly important. So that's why I went with this nice, lovely journal. Guys, I'm talking so much, but like stuff like that matters to me. I'm not like, like things like products that are made with leather, they're really like for me. Like I really struggle with things like that, but it's like a balance between like quality and something that will last and something that was like ethically opinion based made. Bleh. So this is the journal I got. So you can see I'm a conflicted person. This I showed on Instagram and people are like, where did you get this? So if you saw this on Instagram and my post about my nightgown, I will post this in the link below and you can buy your own. I've already washed it, so that's why it's like fluffy, just because it was just hanging on my drying rack and I have a dog. But this is one of my favorite things ever, which is so ridiculous because it's a nightgown, but it is beautiful. This like gorgeous, soft, lacy, it's got like a golden leaf in the center, like rose gold. So this is the comfiest thing ever. So it's lace and it's got like this see-through lace band on the bottom. This is the back. And this fabric is like stretchy, but not stretchy, and heavy, but not heavy. And it's very long. So this is like a very long romantic nightgown, which is exactly what I was looking for because I want nothing if not to float around my house looking like a Victorian ghostly woman straight out of the pages of one of my fantasy novels. That is what I like to do. This comes in a million colors and I'm going to get their dust that just got stirred up. It's insane. If you can see that, I'm so sorry. This house is so dusty because I'm like, this neighborhood is still being developed. So the amount of dust, even in the wintertime, that just gets trapped in your house from like them building new houses around you is insane. But anyway, this is the comfiest thing. It's like something you can actually sleep in, you know, where you're like, I don't want to ever sleep in a nightgown because my feet are just going to get tangled up. It doesn't happen with this. It's beautiful. It's long enough that it doesn't hike up, so it stays where it's supposed to, but it's stretchy enough that if you were to like jut a knee out in your sleep, you can't feel that you're like trapped in a nightgown or anything. And it's something that you can wear around the house comfortably. It's like the best loungewear that makes you look romantic and beautiful, but also doesn't feel like any work at all. It's just so effortlessly comfortable. And I like that it's something that I can still wear around the house and it's appropriate to wear around the house around kids, but it's also something that like, it's still pretty. It still will like catch your husband's eye from around the corner, you know what I mean? So I really, really like this. I will link it below. I'm going to get it in like 300 colors. The only thing is go big with this one. Like I said, in dress sizes, I wear a medium. In pajamas, I usually wear a large because I like things more loose fitting. And I usually struggle with the length. With dresses, sometimes I go large if I feel like it's going to be short when it's not supposed to be. But with this, because it is stretchy around the midsection, but you got to be really careful in the bust. So if you have a small bust, you might be fine going your true size. But because with children, I have become a little more robust. I got an extra large in this just so that I would have comfortable room. You don't want that band of lace to be too tight and restrictive since it's pajamas. And this is something where that when I have our next baby and the girls do some growing, I can like people nurse in this thing. Like it's great. You can like, there's room, but like definitely there's no harm in getting like I would go like a size or two sizes. So I went 2 sizes up and it was the perfect fit and they are so nice. It's just because this band right here, the see-through one, is like less stretchy than it is up in the boobie area and down below. So you don't want that to be tight on your ribs because that might be uncomfortable. So just a tip, if you're going to get this nightgown, go up a size or 2. I always get myself this every single year. I get myself a new planner. I know there's so many of you out there that are like really into planners. If you guys want me to make a planner video, let me know and let me know what you want to see, because how does one make a planner video? I know people do it and I know people love planners and I'm definitely a paper planner kind of gal. So let me know in the comments below, but I got myself next year's planner. I like a quite large planner because I literally plan my whole life in it. I have a separate planner for homeschooling, but this plans my jobs, my days, everything goes into these. Now, normally I do not get the soft covered planner. They just didn't have any hard covers. And So the planner is slightly different, but I will show you what I did to like make up for that. So I use Clementine planners. I found their planners 2 years ago, I think, and they have been my favorite planners. I have not found anything else I like more than them, and it is so affordable. If you go to their website, it is not as affordable, but if you go to HomeSense sells Clementine planners for like so cheap compared to what they retail online. But if I couldn't find them anywhere else, I would literally just purchase this online on their website because it is that good. They are environmentally friendly. They're made with paper containing 60% recycled fiber. And they're beautiful. I got this like elephant print for 2021. Like I said, this one's a little bit different. It's called Clementine Paper Ink. It is just my favorite planner. Again, if you wanted to see a paper planner video, then maybe I would compare the hardcover with the soft cover. The only difference is that it's got like contacts in the front. There's a couple more pages of things in the front in the hardcovers, but they've got really big calendars. And then each day, which there's something different about this one that I like. Each day has a really good sized chunk to write in. So I can fit all the things I need to do in a day in these planners. And that's always my problem with planners, is it's never big enough in the chunk. And this one is slightly smaller, but it's longer, so it'll be fine. And they add an extra large notes. And the thing that I like about the soft planners that's not in the hard planners, so let's talk about it for a second, is that in the hardcover planners, Saturday and Sunday are divided and they're just like a half square. But here they're all full days. So where it shrunk the space by a little bit, they made Saturday and Sunday full days, which is I really appreciate that. This one comes with some stickers, which is nice. And I love the planning at the beginning of each month. So again, that's the difference between the hardcover and the soft cover, is the planning pages aren't as heavy in this one. Like I really leaned on the planning pages at the beginning of the month in my journal last year, or my planner last year. So at the beginning of every month, before you flip to a new calendar, you get a notes page, you get some goals, a to-do list, some important dates, and birthdays. Now the hardcover had more pages than this. Like I had 2 full pages of notes and I was using them for different things that I would just do every month for some of my goals and plans. So to make up for that, because this is still a wonderful planner, and obviously the soft cover is a lot cheaper, but they didn't have any hard covers. So I just bought myself a Clementine notebook, which I think I paid $7 for this or something, like really cheap, but it's really cute. Hardcover, they last really well. So I just got myself a plain notebook to go along with my planner, and this will probably be better organized. And then this is where I'm going to keep all of my like business bits that I have, business goals. I make myself like goals for every month, or like things I would like to accomplish for like what videos I want to film that month, like things I need to tackle for our household, like homeschool things I need to focus on, tackle, or do, my business bits that I need to tackle or do, like if I need to do extra advertising, if I need to reach out to this person or whatever. So actually keeping it in a separate book is probably going to be beneficial for me. So I got myself these to set myself up for a good year, and just that's something I get myself every single year. Okay, I'm almost done. I have just a couple things left to show you, but I wanted to really quickly rattle off what I didn't bring up here to show you. So I got myself exercise bands, like those rubber stretchy bands, resistance bands. And I got myself a set of those. I made myself a little gym corner in our basement, and that's where those are living because I've been using the crap out of them and they're great and I'm sore. Ha! My husband and I together got a rice cooker, something we've been wanting for a long time. We love to cook together. You will see that reflected in the next couple of gifts I got. We also got a cast iron pan because we didn't have our own cast iron, or we needed a new cast iron. And some accessories, like it's like a press for like waffles or hash browns or whatever. We also got a burger press together because that's something we needed. We asked for glass Tupperware because I don't know where our Tupperware went in the move, but it was crazy, and I don't like plastic Tupperware for obvious reasons, but I like glass because especially I can send things to work with Cody, and he can like microwave or heat it up in the Tupperware without having to worry about heating up plastic Tupperware. And then I also got myself some yoga blocks, and those are down in my yoga space. And I bought myself a new plant tree for Christmas, and that's down there. And then this tripod, which you can't see because you're on it. Another book I got myself, did I get myself 3 books or only 2? Why am I thinking there's like a 3rd book? No, maybe I only got myself 2 books. Right, because, okay. This will be the last book I read from my to read pile after I read this, because it's a series. It's the beginning of a series. I got myself a Court of Thorns and Roses. I've heard a lot about these, but then I heard Young House Love talk about these on her podcast last year, just so much about how much she loved them and got sucked into this whole book series. And I love book series that you just get sucked into and you read all the books. Super into that. So I got myself a Court of Thorns and Roses, and I'm going to read the series. Again, if you guys want to see a book video, let me know, and maybe like once a month or once every 3 months, maybe like, you know, a couple times a year, I'll do a kind of book roundup video for you guys. But that is the other book I got myself. I have a lot of series on my list, but I really don't like to let my pile to read grow too big before I start a new series. So I like to finish things off and start clean. And this I got from my sister-in-law, which was a very wonderful, generous gift. And that is Honestly Healthy for Life cookbook. This is a eating the alkaline way every day. So this is an alkaline cookbook. She knows I'm really into like health and fitness and things like that. So she's always trying really hard to get me books or like just things like this. Like she's gotten me some plant encyclopedias and things for like herbalism. She's such a sweet gift giver, and this was a great gift. She got us a couple other things, I think, together. There are definitely things I'm missing that we got together, but it's fine. You guys don't need to see everything. But I really do like this book because it's a lot of like, there's a lot of canning in it, and there's a lot of, but the best thing is there's a lot of really practical, wonderful meals to make in this. Like there's smoothies, oatmeals, like just easy. Like it's actually something that you could pull off the shelf and be like, I'd like to make this thing. And it's something you're actually going to have. Like chia seed porridge, like the perfect omelet. So there's like a whole section for on the go. You can see the recipes at a glance, which is really nice. It's such a really beautiful cookbook, and I really enjoy it. Ooh, there's some yummy looking desserts. Sesame brittle. That was like my favorite thing when I was a kid. Anybody else eat those sesame crackers? Those like weird little like sesame brittle crackers? Get them like at the checkout line at the grocery store. I was obsessed with those. Okay, so that is from my sister-in-law. A super beautiful gift. And then the last thing I got myself was probably like my big ticket item for myself that I have been wanting for years and years. I finally got it. And that is Julia Child's cookbook, Mastering the Art of French Cooking. This is, I said cooking weird. This is her 50th anniversary edition. It is beautiful. I am a huge Julia Child fan. I love Julia Child. I really like cooking the old way. I'm very much like homesteady in that way, where I just like, I've got a lot of elements to me, guys. I like making things from scratch. And then I just really got on a French cooking kick, like by hand, French inspired cuisine. And I've always been in love with Julia Child and her story, and I've wanted her cookbook for ages, and it is complex and it is challenging in some ways, but also you learn so much. And some of my very favorite recipes that I make quite often for my family are Julia Child recipes. I love her banana bread. The banana bread recipe I make every single week is Julia Child. I make her, when we were vegetarian, I was making like a, like mushroom bourguignon, which is like I butcher that word, I'm not French. Like her beef version is like a variant from that to make it vegetarian, but now I make the beef one. But like there's so many recipes I make that are Julia Child recipes, and I was so excited to get this. As you can see, like I'm giddy about a cookbook because I've wanted this cookbook for so long, but I just never got it. This is like the inside hardcover version, and it's such a beautiful version, so I am excited. I'm not gonna be crazy and like, what was her name, Julie Powell or whatever, through this book and try and cook my way through the entire thing, but eventually I hope that I will cook my way through the whole thing and have at least tried everything. I don't know about boning a duck, but there are a lot of recipes in here that are delicious and wonderful, and I'm very much, I know I said I'm like, oh, I'm really into health and fitness, but I'm also really into like intuitive eating and like eating the old way, and I'm not one of those people that's just like, I'm going to just live off freaking lean meats and vegetables and that's it. I am very much a eat to live and just have this beautiful life with beautiful food. I really appreciate food, and my husband and I have gotten a lot more into cooking and making beautiful dishes just for our family, and you know, when it's appropriate, we like to host dinners and things like that, and it's just something we really have enjoyed separately as well as together. And food is just this beautiful, beautiful language in of itself, and I can never not cook, no matter how healthy I am or how like fitnessy I get. I'm always like, I will never pass up a slice of homemade chocolate cake or a delicious pasta dish. No way, never passing it up. Always going to cook them. Mark my words. Mark me. Any Outlander fans? Okay guys, I'm gonna stop talking at you because I'm just rambling now and I'm talking faster, which means I'm getting hyper because that excited me. But I hope you enjoyed this, what I got for Christmas. There are a couple other things, like I said, but it's like household items that we can ask for. I can't think of anything crazy else that I'm missing. If I am missing something and I remember it later, I will put it in a upcoming vlog. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is almost the new year. 2020 is almost over. I cannot believe it. I'm going to be vlogging this week and showing you guys our New Year's plans. We always do something nice and fun for New Year's Day, and thankfully, plans don't have to change with what we do for New Year's. So we will be going on an adventure. We'll probably be going hiking and just doing something really fun. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, we'll see you in my next one. That was like way too repetitive and weird. Bye guys. See you in the next one. Bye.